And the Hokies will get the ball to begin the game on their home field. Scott Payne will kick things off for the Blue Raiders. Keyshawn King is deep for Virginia Tech. Week 2, here we go. And King gonna bring it out from the goal line. And King has room to midfield. And an electric start to week 2 in college football. Davis brought him down, and the Hokies have great field position to start things off today with their quarterback Braxton Burmeister.
Bill, we talked about getting off to a fast start. No better way than to do it on the first kickoff. That's a big-time return right there to set up great field position.
56 yards on the return. Burmeister ran for a score and rushed for a score last week in Tech's victory over North Carolina. Rahem Blackshear is the running back off the left shoulder of the California native Burmeister. First play of the game, and Blackshear gets the carry, gets thrown down for a loss on the play by Atlanta native Jordan Ferguson, the defensive end, a redshirt junior for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, that defensive line is young, but they can make some plays. Ferguson had a great game last week, coming up with a couple sacks, and he had a sack, and he had a fumble as well. So you got to watch out for Ferguson. He's a guy that can make a lot of plays for that defensive line.
2nd and 11. Burmeister to the air for the first time, and it's broken up. Good closing speed by the cornerback, to Corian Patterson, the sophomore from Ocala, stepping right in front of Tavion Robinson.
Yeah, that's something we saw last week about Braxton being a little bit late with the ball. On a route like a hitch route, you got to throw it on time or else that DB is closing in on it fast.
Tennessee plays a very aggressive defense. The coordinator, Scott Schaefer, the former Syracuse coach, you're going to see a lot of 8 and 9 in the box. They come with the blitz on 3rd down. Burmeister's in trouble, and Burmeister's sacked back on the 40-yard line by that aggressive defense. That is DQ Thomas, a senior linebacker, and an impressive start for the Blue Raiders defense here at Lane Stadium.
That's a really impressive start. They actually went man-to-man across the board and brought some pressure. You think that Braxton would have been able to find somebody open, but I'm telling you, this Middle Tennessee State team is here to play.
Peter Moore to punt it away. That's Jalen Lane deep to receive it at Lane Stadium. No relation. He calls for and takes the fair catch with a little bobble on his 8. And Middle Tennessee State will get the ball for the first time. And welcome back to Lane Stadium from Bailey Hockman, the junior from Powder Springs, Georgia, who played last year in Wolfpack red and black for NC State. Transferred over. He'll have 2 years to play for Middle Tennessee, so he's kind of experienced this before.
Yeah, and I bet you he's hoping that it's a better outcome this time. Last time he was in Lane Stadium, it didn't work out too well for him, so I know that he's got some bad memories, and he's going to try to erase them today.
From the 8, first play, Rasul made the first man miss, crosses the 10, and got across the 12-yard line before Nasir Peoples, the boundary safety, came in to make the tackle on Rasul. Rasul's a senior. He's out of Miami, played at Coral Gables High School. Started at Florida State, one of half a dozen or so transfers for the Blue Raiders. From the 13, slow developing play, and it's ended very quickly back on the 5-yard line by Virginia Tech's Tywon Garbett, the junior from Riverbend High in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
That is the second time Garbett's been in the backfield. He's able to slip through the block and make a big tackle. This guy can play. I mean, he's coming back. He dealt with a lot last season, and this year he's looking like he's going to take off. So he's just got to continue to keep playing the way that he's playing.
MTSU goes 4 wides for the first time. The lefty Hawkman delivers it over here to Wyndham. The catch, but there was Connor to make the play on C.J. Wyndham.
Number 81, C.J. Wyndham, short of the line of the 8.
So 3 and out for the Blue Raiders. Connor played so well last week for Virginia Tech. He was the ACC Defensive Back of the Week. We had a chance to visit with him. You know, he plays a really important position on this defense, doesn't he? He
does. He's a do-it-all player, and that last play that he just made was all effort. It looked like the receiver caught the ball, but he didn't give up on the play and was able to get his hand in there and poke it out.
Nice punt by Ulbrich. All the way back to the 35-yard line for Robinson, and he's knocked down there. And Virginia Tech will get the ball when we come back to Blacksburg. First ever meeting, the Blue Raiders and the Hokies. Kind of stayed in Death Valley, and the day is capped off by our ACC Network primetime matchup presented by Geico. Jacksonville State squares off against Florida State. We were talking with Coach Fuente yesterday, Eddie, and he said, I want to see how tough my team is, but he wasn't talking about physically, was he?
No, he was speaking about it mentally, how they handle success, and if they'll be able to come out and execute well this game. We're going to learn a lot about this Virginia Tech team here.
Keyshawn King gets his first carry of the day and crosses the 40, got to the 41-yard line. Jalen Wood made the tackle on the Virginia Tech sophomore from Orange Park, Florida. Good gain on first down.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to see them establishing a run, letting those big guys kind of lay on that defensive line and tire them out, so then maybe you could take a deep shot down the field.
You know, King fumbled last week. He felt really bad about it. He came back in, played okay after that. We'll see how he plays today. Gets his second carry and gets knocked down at the 40-yard line by Richard Kinley. So far, Middle Tennessee State's defensive front looks the part. We talked about how strong they were up front, and you can kind of sense that early.
Yeah, like I said, they're a young group, but they're all about effort. Their defensive coordinator said, we don't have the most talent on this defensive team, but we're young and we play fast.
Third down again for Virginia Tech from the 40. Burmeister to the air. Here comes that rush again. Burmeister going to try to run for it, and he's right near the sticks. He's got the first down. DQ Thomas was in high-speed pursuit, but Burmeister, who statistically is the fastest guy on the team, showed us why.
Yeah, and that's what Burmeister does well. When the play breaks down, he's able to get outside the pocket and make something happen. This isn't exactly what you want to see out of your quarterback, lowering his shoulder and taking a hit, but hey, when you got to get the first down, you got to do what you got to do, and he did it.
They're saying he stepped out actually shy of the first down, which has the crowd buzzing. They say he stepped out on the 43, so Virginia Tech will punt it away for the second time. Lane calls for the fair catch again, and the Blue Raiders will take over on their 14-yard line. So an encouraging start for the visitors from Murfreesboro. They've given up some field position early. Tech's actually had really good field position, and their defense has come out with a pair of 3 and outs.
They have, and they haven't been able to take advantage of it, and that's not exactly what you want to see coming from this Virginia Tech offense. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get something going.
Hockman threw for 3 touchdowns a week ago. The lefty out of Powder Springs, Georgia, Cobb County near Atlanta. They keep it on the ground. That's Rasul running left, and he gets ahead to the 19-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. One of the things that offensive coordinator Brent Durman was talking about was, I just want to get to 2nd and 5. I thought last week Phil Longo, the Carolina offensive coordinator, was put in a tough spot. It was always 2nd and then 3rd and 10. He just wants to get to 2nd down and 5 today to give him a chance on 3rd downs.
Exactly. You don't want to put Bailey Hockman in too many bad situations where Virginia Tech knows that he's throwing the ball.
They swing it out quickly to Lane on the right. He's shy of the first down, but it will be 3rd down and manageable. That was Chamari Connor and Tay Daly making the play. By the way, Daly is starting for Virginia Tech at the free safety spot in place of Keanu Jenkins, who's out with a foot injury. But this is a makeable 3rd down for MTSU. This is what they want to be in, right? 3rd and 1 or 2.
Ideal situation for them because they can either throw the ball or run it. Looks like they're in a wildcat formation, something they showed last week.
Direct snap to the big guy, Mobley. He'll try to run for it, and he dives to the 25-yard line, right at the feet of Dax Hollyfield and Garbett. And Eddie, they're going to mark him just shy. 4th down again. Mobley wants to stay in. Stockstill says, you always want to go for it.
Yeah, I understand.
You got to kick it away.
I understand the mindset, but when you're that close to your own goal line, you got to kick this one away.
So we're trading punts early. Coach Stockstill's cool with that, right?
Yeah, this is a defensive game. We knew that Virginia Tech's defense would come out and play well, but the surprise is that Middle Tennessee's is playing so well right now.
Before the punt, Middle is going to take a timeout.
Middle Tennessee takes its first timeout of the half.
We will step aside. Back to Blacksburg, Virginia, Lane Stadium in a moment. Of what he does in practice and with his program he learned at FSU under Coach Bowden.
Yeah, you could just tell how much Coach Bowden meant to him. Speaking to him on the phone, he almost got a little emotional about it, just remembering the days of playing under Coach Bowden.
Tavion Robinson calls for the fair catch back at the 20-yard line. In fact, he even said, I say that gummit every day at practice. But it's actually, it's really interesting because so much of what Middle does, even the 24 5-minute periods during practice, that's what he picked up back on those hot, sweaty days down in Tallahassee.
Yeah, you always take and steal things from your mentor or people that you looked up to, and he had one of the best to steal from. So it shows why he's been able to be such a good coach for Middle Tennessee for so long.
3rd possession of the quarter for Virginia Tech. 3rd back in the game for Justin Fuente. Jalen Holston in now for the first time. First down throw for Burmeister, and he delivers to Caleb Smith ahead of the 26-yard line. That's Reed Blankenship that makes the tackle, sending Smith out of the game.
It's good to see Caleb Smith get involved early. He played a heck of a game last week. Didn't get many targets, but he did the little things well. He blocked hard and gave extra effort on certain plays, so it's good to see him involved early.
Play fake on 2nd down. Burmeister dumps it off short to Mitchell. He's got yardage ahead to the 33-yard line, and that'll move the sticks. One of the most versatile guys in the Atlantic Coast Conference, James Mitchell, Virginia Tech tight end from Big Stone Gap, Virginia.
Mitchell's so good. He can do it all. He's even improved on his blocking, so he's a mismatch waiting to happen, and I love the way that Virginia Tech moves him around and uses him.
From the 32, Burmeister looking to the sideline for the play call, which comes in late. Blackshear is in the game off his left hip from the 32. Burmeister, another first down throw. Nice throw from the right hash to the left sideline to Caleb Smith. The ball was in the air a long way. Reed Blankenship made the play again on the Virginia Tech sophomore.
I like what they're doing. They're noticing off coverage, so they're taking advantage of it. He just throws an out route. That's a long throw to make, but he's able to make it. He throws this one on time, so it gets there. He gets a foot in bounds, and it's a positive gain.
From the 39, another throw for Burmeister. This time to Turner, and he's got the first down. Now we know, everyone knows, Middle Tennessee State fans know that both Jalen Jackson, Quincy Riley, their starting corners are out because of COVID protocols. So those are backups at both corner spots. What does that mean for both?
Last week they stepped up and they're in an uncomfortable spot playing a different position, but as you can see today, they're not backing down from the challenge.
That throw was intended for Mitchell. We mentioned how he's a versatile guy that, heck, even last year practiced punt returning, but they tried to pick on the corner over there on the first down play. Teldrick Ross, he's out of Macon, Georgia. He's playing that one cornerback spot. That would have been where Quincy Riley would be playing if he was dressed today for Middle Tennessee. Burmeister to the air again. And again, the Blue Raiders really well prepared, aren't they? That was Reed Blankenship, who's a tremendous story in himself. You know, last year coming back from leg surgery, he was quarantined for 48 days, Eddie.
Yeah, he actually made a great play. They brought the nickel. They brought the nickel pressure, and Blankenship was able to come up and make the one-on-one tackle. You can blitz the nickel when you got a safety like Blankenship that can make those plays.
They move early, and a flag is thrown. Can you imagine? He never had COVID, did Blankenship, but he couldn't leave his apartment for 48 days. That's a month and a half.
Especially for a college kid with all
Offside.
that pent-up energy.
Defense number 97. Cause the offensive player to react. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It was actually Cook, 57, who committed the infraction. Freshman right tackle.
5-7.
So a more makeable 3rd down now for Virginia Tech. It's 3rd down and 6 from the Hokies 49. And again, the Blue Raiders crowd the line, don't they? They're daring him to throw. Burmeister has room to run. Flag on the play, and Burmeister gets popped on the 37-yard line, and that was a vicious hit in Middle Tennessee State territory. We've got 2 flags on the play.
Well, that's the fear of when you have a running quarterback taking hits like that. He tries to get down, and yeah, that's that shoulder that he had an AC joint injury before in Oregon, so hopefully he's okay.
We'll step aside.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, legal use of hands to the face. Offense. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 1 with targeting. That plays under further review.
We'll review the play and show you both fouls. It was a late hit, but not targeting. It was just shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know Virginia Tech fans aren't happy, but he didn't lead with the head. He tried to get his shoulder in there and make the right play.
Burmeister off to the locker room, so Virginia Tech has a new quarterback, and it is freshman Knox Kadum. He's out of Rome, Georgia, making his first appearance of the season. He threw 6 passes last year, did not play last Friday night in the season opener against North Carolina. He hands it off on 1st down to Blackshear. Spins at the 40, and he's got the 1st down to the 35-yard line. Former Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Rahem Blackshear, picks up Virginia Tech's 1st down.
That's a good way to respond after some adversity. They're going to go hurry up here and try to get another big gain.
He gets it again and gets popped at the 32-yard line. Geronte Davis out of Greensboro with the play defensively. He's from Dudley High School, right in the heart of the ACC region, playing for MTSU. Under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Virginia Tech with redshirt freshman quarterback Knox Kadum. First pass of the season, dumps it off to Mitchell, and he's dragged down near the 30-yard line. That was Blankenship that was grabbing a hold of 82's Nikes, and that ankle wasn't going to let Mitchell get free.
Blankenship is having a heck of a game. He's a sure tackler, and I like what Virginia Tech did, though. They're trying to get Knox some easy completions and get the ball in your best player's hands.
Three touches for Mitchell early. A bunch of tackles for Blankenship. He's looking the part, isn't he? Here comes Middle Tennessee again on 3rd down. Hokies keep it on the ground. This might be 4-down territory to begin with. Holston got to the 26. Darius Wyatt, the play defensively. It's 4th and 1.
I tell you about Blankenship. He's a guy who has NFL aspirations, and you come in, you know the NFL coaches are going to be watching this tape. It's the biggest game all season. You really want to show up and prove that you can play with this type of talent on this field.
Again, he broke his leg 2 years ago, and then last year was so hard to rehab. 4th down and 1 for Middle Tennessee. Their defense digs in. Hokies go for it. And they have the first down as Blackshear pops it free to the 17. Gregory Great made the play defensively.
Yeah, the offensive line does a heck of a job of getting pushed. This play was all about attitude. You're not going far. It's just I'm bigger, stronger, and tougher than you, and I'm going to prove it on this play.
This will be the 10th play of the drive as Virginia Tech is in the red zone for the first time with under 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Holston back in the game in the backfield, but Justin Fuente stops the clock, calling timeout with 1:53 to play. Now, what might this be, Eddie? I mean, so during the course of the week, you practice so much with Burmeister. Now you're in the red zone with your backup quarterback, kind of reviewing things at this point for Kadum?
Yeah, you're going through the game plan of what does Knox Kadum do well. And so they're going through, they're shuffling right now trying to figure that out. And while they do, they're trying to run the ball. Why not run the ball with Blackshear? You're having success doing it right now. Keep doing that and try to get little completions.
Coaches all the time talk about you're only one play away from being the starter, and that's particularly true at the quarterback position.
Yeah, we talked about that was the one thing that Virginia Tech lacked, and that was depth, especially at the quarterback position. So Knox Kadum is getting an opportunity earlier in the season than anybody expected.
He had a play last year when Virginia Tech had injuries at the quarterback position, and so here he is again. By the way, Burmeister is back. He was injured on the play earlier in this drive, so that's encouraging to see. Here's Turner on the jet sweep. And he gets inside the 10-yard line to the 9. Teldrick Ross shoved him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if Knox Kadum would have kept that ball, he could have walked into the end zone. There was no one on the other side of the field. This is a positive play by Trey Turner, getting another playmaker involved. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might look back to coming to that same play and telling Knox to hold on to the ball and run it in.
Run it to the wide side?
Exactly.
First down and goal for Virginia Tech in the final minute 23 of the opening quarter here on week 2 of the first ever meeting between Virginia Tech and Middle Tennessee. They were scheduled to play last year in Murfreesboro. The game was canceled because of COVID. Coach Stockstill said it won't be made up. So this is the only game scheduled at the moment between the teams. On the ground inside the 10, Holston dragged down by Decory and Patterson. It'll be second down and goal. And Burmeister returns to the lineup for Virginia Tech. Burmeister to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Tech, Tavion Robinson. Well, Eddie, if his shoulder was sore, you couldn't tell there, huh?
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a statement there that telling the fans and everybody that I'm okay. That was a perfect pass. Tavion went up and caught it at his highest point. Came out and made a statement right away.
John Parker Romo knocks home the extra point late in the first quarter. Burmeister, right out of the locker room, flips this touchdown to the sophomore from Virginia Beach.
Yeah, the offensive line did a great job of protecting. If you would have told me, I would have bet everything in my bank account that was going to be a run play, but Virginia Tech came out and fooled everybody and threw a pass, and Burmeister threw a perfect one.
Good drive for the Hokies. They take over 7.5 minutes off the clock, and Burmeister returns. I think that's really important for him. You know, when you have a shoulder injury and then you get it hurt again mentally, how am I going to be? Well, he came right out and they threw the ball at the goal line.
Yeah, and we talked about the mental toughness, and I think Virginia Tech just showed that this game isn't going the way that you expect it to go. How do you respond? The quarterback gets hurt, he's able to come back and score a touchdown. So that's showing that they have a little bit of fight in them, and that's exactly what you want to see.
Second touchdown pass of the season for Burmeister, and Fuente's team takes its first lead of the day. John Parker Romo to kick it off with just 19 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. He was terrific when it came to touchbacks in the opener against Carolina. This will be another one now. A fair catch is taken by Lane, but it'll go as a touchback for Middle Tennessee with now just 19 seconds remaining in the opening quarter here at Lane Stadium. And here is Hockman out of Powder Springs, Georgia. He transferred over to be reunited with C.J. Wyndham, his former high school teammate who played for the Keachern High School Indians, suburban Atlanta, after playing a year ago for NC State. Mobley is the lone back. He's the big guy, number 44 on first down. A pump fake and a throw right through the fingers of Jimmy Marshall. The senior was guarded by Nasir Peoples, the free safety. Not a bad throw, but Marshall couldn't hang on.
No, I tell you what, when you have time like that, you got to make those plays for your quarterback. Everyone knows you're the underdog. You got to make those spectacular plays, and that was a routine catch right there. You got to secure that one in for your team.
Brent Dermott's keeping his team in the pistol on 2nd and 10. Another throw slung out here to Jaron Pierce, and he gets taken down after a gain of a yard or two. What will be the final play of the opening quarter. That was Artis that brought him down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Lane Stadium in Blacksburg for week number 2. The Hokies opened things last Friday night with that emotional victory with the reception, and they moved the sticks as he caught it right in front of Dorian Strong. Hockman looks a lot better today than he did a year ago against Virginia Tech playing for NC State.
He does. He looks a lot more comfortable in the pocket. His offensive line is actually giving him a lot of time to throw the ball.
Hockman, the lefty, throws that away. There was some pressure coming. It was intended for C.J. Wyndham, his former teammate down there at Keachern High School, Powder Springs, Georgia. By the way, I know you were paying attention, Eddie. Keachern knocked off a rival Hillgrove last night, 42-14. Big win for the Indians.
Nice.
Down there.
Nice.
Hockman and Wyndham's buddies watching today down in Atlanta. Rasul back into the game at tailback behind Hockman. He takes the handoff on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Hello to Keyshawn Artis from Oscar Smith High School in Chesapeake. Well, we do have a flag on the play. And let's see what this is. Mike Roach.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 34. 15-yard penalty, down count, 3rd down, that's 34's first, unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
Tailback Amir Rasul costing his team 15 more. So now instead of 3rd and 10, it's 3rd and 25. And that's the exact opposite of what Brent Dearman and that staff won on 3rd down against this defense.
Yeah, self-inflicted penalties, especially one like that, aren't going to help at all. Now Lane Stadium can get involved, the fans can get involved and make it real tough on Bailey Hockman.
Hockman on the move, looking downfield, throws back across his body, completes it out to the 37-yard line to Marshall. Got a lot of it back. That's where the penalty hurt him. Got a lot of the yards back, but not enough for the 1st down. By the way, that was Fuga with the quarterback pressure for Virginia Tech on the play.
It was a heck of a play, but that's not something you want to see your quarterback doing scrambling out and throwing against his body over the middle of the field. He got away with one. He's got to be smart with the ball, playing against a really good, stingy Virginia Tech defense.
Ulbrich to kick it away. Tavion Robinson, the return man for Virginia Tech. He's not going to get a chance, I don't believe. Back, still going back. Fields it inside the 10. He is going to run it back. Robinson breaking free. The punter slows him up, and they bring him down on the 36-yard line. How about that? Well, they tell you don't back up inside your 10-yard line to field a punt, but Tavion Robinson went against the rule book on that play.
And if you're going to do it, you better make a play just like he did. He was able to make the first guy miss and get up the field. You see he's not dancing. He's running straight back up the field. He picks up some great blocks. And as a returner, this is your worst nightmare. Just you and the punter, and he's not able to make a miss. But that's a big-time play for a team that needed it.
Did the punter ever track you down when you were returning punts?
Yeah, it's happened one too many times.
That was actually the long snapper that made the tackle on the play. But the punter slowed him up just long enough. Burmeister on first down. First man's covered, and he throws it away. You know, we joke, not too many times did anyone catch you when you were returning punts. All right, let's take a look at Burmeister so far. What have we seen from Braxton here so far today, Eddie?
Yeah, he's been able to get outside the pocket and be able to pick up some yards. That's what I don't want to see, is him taking those shots, those unnecessary hits. He's too valuable to the team. You just want him to get down a little bit earlier without taking those hits. Continue to use your legs, just be smart about it.
Burmeister gets out of there, makes a man miss. He's got the first down. He's an elusive guy, and he's got the Hokies in business again down to the 24-yard line. Jonathan Butler missed that tackle up front, and once Burmeister gave him a little wiggle, he picked up a dozen.
And you see he got down right away, too. He picked up as many yards as he could, and he got down. All it takes is to get hit a few times to learn your lesson.
Hokies go quickly. Burmeister to Robinson on the screen. And he's ahead to about the 17-yard line. DQ Thomas made the play on Robinson. He's from Cox High School in Virginia Beach. Hokies go without the huddle, but we've got a shaken up Blue Raider on the play. And that is Jonathan Butler is going to leave the game. They're starting Mike linebacker. So now they're down their starting corners and they're starting Mike.
I think I know that trick. You fake like you're hurt. You're really just tired. I've been there before.
Come on, man. That's Keyshawn King with the carry. Inside the 15, he'll have enough for the first down. Well, you see that a lot, actually. You see guys slow and hobbling off the field.
Yeah, I can see him right now. He's over there. He looks fine to me. I don't blame him. Any way you can to slow down this Virginia Tech offense.
From the 14-yard line. Burmeister to the air again. Flips it to Robinson. Made a really good move to kind of jump away from Blankenship. And he got ahead for a couple more. That's the first miss for Blankenship today.
Tavion is so good. He's one of the most explosive athletes in the ACC. Any way Virginia Tech can get him the ball, they should. He's a big play waiting to happen.
Hokies can pick up a first down on the 4. Holston is in the game now off the right hip of Burmeister. He gives it to him to the short side, and he's tripped up really nicely by Ross. That's a picture-perfect tackle by the corner, Telvin Ross. Going to bring up another third down. This is a third down at about 9 for Virginia Tech. Jordan Payute comes into the ball game now for the first time for the Hokies from the 13-yard line.
they've been getting a lot of man-to-man coverage. You know Jordan can jump up and make a lot of big plays. If I'm looking at the bottom of the screen and I get man-to-man coverage, I might throw a fade ball to him and see if he can make a play for us.
He looked that way. Burmeister keeps the play alive and then throws it away. I think you had it right, Eddie. I think they were going to throw the fade. We have a late flag on the play. At the end of the play, Richard Kinley, the defensive end, gave a little shove to Burmeister.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 0. Don't give him force half distance to the goal line. First down.
Big mistake for Middle Tennessee, their second killer penalty on this drive.
Yeah, he clearly let the ball go. That's just so unnecessary. Coach Stockstill is one of the better coaches that I've been around and I've heard of. And this isn't the way that Middle Tennessee plays the game. He's going to be really disappointed with this one. You just can't make those type of mistakes when you're playing a good team like Virginia Tech on the road.
So it sets up Virginia Tech first down and goal. And the Hokies are going to make a change at cornerback. Here is Connor Blumrick coming in. They're going to put him at QB, snap it to him, and he runs it right up the gut. Blumrick's from Texas A&M, 6'5". He's 215 and a junior. DQ Thomas made the play defensively.
I actually like the play call. I like the substitution of it. You don't want Burmeister taking a hit, but you also want to run that play.
There's a good look at Connor. He's out of Pearland, Texas. The third Virginia Tech quarterback to play in the game thus far here in this first half. From the 3, Mitchell on the end around. He gets submarine shy of the goal line. It's another good open field tackle. Wyatt was in there to make the play on Mitchell. He's shaken up and he's slow to regain his footing.
Well, I've been impressed with this defense. I mean, they're fighting, they're battling, and they're not giving up. They just got to stop the penalties after the whistle. They can't keep continuing to hurt themselves.
Third down and goal on the 2 with Blumrick at quarterback. That's Jalen Holston to his right. Snap back, quarterback keeps, quarterback dives for the touchdown.
Yeah, Virginia Tech's offensive line steps up here again. You get a good push, and he's able to lower his shoulder and get in there. Whenever it's third and long, third and short, fourth and short, whatever it is, you got to be able to run the ball and stick it in like they did.
John Parker Romo adds the extra point. So, Connor Blumrick, the third Virginia Tech quarterback to play in the first half today. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the hometown Hokies lead to Mobley here.
Yeah, that didn't look fun. As a defensive back, you're like, they pay me to cover, not to tackle. I think that was a Deion Sanders quote.
From the 36, Mobley stays in the game. Play fake for Hockman, and the first deep shot for the lefty, and he overshoots down the left sideline, trying to connect with his back, and it's incomplete. Hey, you mentioned name, image, and likeness. When you played at Virginia Tech, you had a sandwich deal, but you never got paid. Is that right?
Yeah, it was Sycamore Deli. I'll give them a shout out.
A restaurant that does not exist anymore.
No, and I wish I could have helped out, but I couldn't. They named the sandwich after me, and it was a pretty basic sandwich, but I went there every day.
What was the Eddie Royal?
Turkey, lettuce, and cheese. I kept it simple.
So back in the day, you had a sandwich named after you. You didn't even get a free sandwich out of the deal.
No, I love the business so much, I wouldn't let them give me a free sandwich.
3rd and 11 on the 35. This is not the situation that Offensive coordinator Brent Dearman wanted Hawkman to be in. This is where Sam Howell found himself in all sorts of trouble last Friday. Hawkman gets it out of there, delivers the ball nicely, just shy of the first down though, as the receiver Lane gets banned out of bounds by Chapman.
I can't say that I love what Virginia Tech is doing by playing this off coverage and allowing these deep out routes. They've continued to hit them on these. Virginia Tech defensive backs are too good not to get up and challenge these receivers.
They're going to go for it here. At least they're lining up on 4th and 1. Mike DeLello is into the game at quarterback. He and Mobley in the backfield. It's 4th and 1.
Looks like we got Wildcat right here.
Yep, with big Eric Magwood. And there is the back. They're going for it on 4th down. And the big fella runs for the first down, and he's still going out to the 50. That was Mobley. He took the direct snap. They had a big 300-pounder. In fact, Eric Magwood's out of Virginia Beach. He was in the game in the backfield as an extra blocker. Big 7th-year, 25-year-old guy from Lansdowne High School in Virginia Beach for Middle Tennessee, and it worked. Oh, you know, they were waiting all week to run that play, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fresh set of downs for Hawkman. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Good breakup by Chapman. Jalen Lane, who's such a valuable guy, number 83 in blue, went up to catch it, and Chapman delivered a clean hit. We'll step aside. 6:41 to go in the first half. Back to Blacksburg in a moment. Virginia Tech. Those guys having a good time. The Hokies up by a score of 14-0. 6:41 to go in the first half. Here is Rasul carrying to the left, and he's knocked down. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. That was actually Pettaway in the ball game. His first carry of the day. Now it brings up another 3rd and 10. If it seems like Middle's been behind the sticks an awful lot today, well, they have been.
Yeah, and that's kind of exactly what they said they didn't want to do, is force Bailey Hawkman into these 3rd and long situations.
Hawkman to the air. He's got a man wide open. There was a breakdown in the secondary, and Jaron Peace made that as easy as you could. Young man out of Los Angeles, wide open down the left sideline. Where's the bust here, Eddie?
Yeah, it looks like the two defensive backs, they both tried to take the look route and got confused. It's just two guys making a mistake. Can't do that on a 3rd and long.
Virginia Tech takes its 2nd time out of the half.
That's something that Justin Hamilton's not going to be happy about, but something that you could talk through and hopefully correct.
Didn't happen last week in that game against North Carolina, and Hawkman takes advantage of it there. And when you have some younger players out there, that can happen, but that's pretty standard there. That was just a misread by the corner.
Yeah, exactly. They just got to communicate a little bit better. But hey, this is a great learning experience for this defense. That you got to fight and scrap and claw against everybody. Don't underestimate any opponent.
There's Justin Hamilton, who has returned to Virginia Tech as the defensive coordinator. He's got J.C. Price on his staff this year for the first time. A terrific Virginia Tech player from the 90s who came from Marshall. Jack Tyler, a Northern Virginia product who played at Virginia Tech 2010 to 13. There's a good look at Coach Price. From the 23, Hawkman to the air again. Beautiful ball delivered to the 6-yard line, right to Jimmy Marshall. Why is Hawkman able to deliver passes and have this type of pocket protection this week when Sam Howell didn't last week?
Virginia Tech was bringing pressure last week. This week, they're just letting the defensive line do it. There they are in the cover 2, and Hawkman found the hole and delivered a perfect strike.
Hawkman's now 9 of 13 here in this first half. To the air again. Hawkman in trouble, and he throws it away. Smart play. Jordan Williams, the former Clemson Tiger, Taiwan Garbett, were running after Bailey Hawkins?
I've been impressed with his decision making. Last year when he came to Virginia Tech, he tried to make too many plays, didn't throw the ball away. Even last week, he took some chances on throws that he probably shouldn't have. He's been playing really smart so far today, and we'll see what he has in store for us right now.
You know, Bailey coming out of high school, he was a consensus top 15 quarterback. He was going to Florida State. To the end zone, he throws, it's caught. Was the receiver in bounds? Incomplete pass. Wyndham and Waller running down the sidelines. Wyndham caught it, but he was not in bounds when he held the ball.
I would actually want to take a look at this one to see how close it is. Let's see. That might be closer than...
Receiver did not complete the catch, so he's out of bounds. That previous play is under further review.
Yeah, if I'm taking a look at it, it looks like he has possession of it with 1 foot down. I think that might be overturned. That's going to be a tough one.
We'll review the play. Is it a touchdown or not? Well, Bailey Hawkman and C.J. Wyndham know each other well from their days at the same high school, Cobb County, Georgia, the Kicking Indians. They would look at this, Eddie. They're calling it a touchdown. They're saying C.J. gets his right foot in bounds right there. What do you think?
Yeah, he did a heck of a job at high pointing the ball, and the main thing is that he doesn't bobble it. Gets that 1 foot in and a secure catch. Very nice play.
Rankin in to attempt the extra point in front of the south end zone. That makes it 14-7. I mentioned Hawkman having that great high school career. He threw for 9,000 yards. He was a top 15 recruit. This is the second week in a row that Virginia Tech's facing a quarterback that signed with Florida State, right? Howe and now Hawkman. There's been changes, obviously, from Jimbo to Willie Taggart to Norvell. And in that change, different quarterback systems, different quarterback coaches. And so guys ended up at different schools.
Yeah, and it kind of tells you that Florida State had something great, and they could have messed it up a little bit.
Well, then Bailey signed with NC State, played there, and so now he's a proud Blue Raider. What a difference a year makes from a year ago at Lane Stadium to today. Bailey's played really well. He's 10 of 15 with a touchdown.
I mean, what a difference a couple minutes makes. I mean, this looks like a different team. I mean, that drive was very impressive.
Well, wearing that BB, the Bobby Bowden tribute on his hat. Coach Wentford on 4th down. That was a type of Bobby Bowden play, right?
Coach would have been proud of him.
Putting a big offensive lineman in at fullback to go for it. They go 75 yards to cut the lead in half. Here's Scott Payne kicking it to King. Gonna run it out. King has room, and he stumbles at the 30, and a late flag. King's teammate said stay. He brought it out.
Hold it. Number 89 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Bill, and I know that feeling. Just being a returner and the game isn't going the way you want it to. The stadium is a little bit quiet. You want to make a big play. And he runs it out. Yeah, the turf monster just got him. Because he's going to outrun that kicker. That could have been a big play. It would have got called back anyway, so it saved his legs a little bit on that one.
Drake Dulius got called for the penalty. And so Virginia Tech will start back on its own 11-yard line with Braxton Burmeister back in the game. He was knocked out earlier with an apparent shoulder injury after throwing a touchdown pass in the first quarter. Hokies have 5:11 left and 1 timeout remaining as they start this drive just inside their own 11. Blackshear to about the 14-yard line. Again, Reed Blankenship working on his NFL resume tape today, perhaps. Made the play defensively.
He's been all over the place today, and that'd be a devastating hit to this team if he's down.
Shaken up again.
That kid's been through so much.
A bit off balance, and his head and neck were involved in that tackle of Blackshear.
Yeah, it's a heck of a tackle. Hopefully he's okay. You know that he wants to be out there with his teammates making plays.
He was named a permanent captain after breaking his leg 3 times last year. He was contact traced, never had COVID, but had to stay in his apartment for 48 days without leaving. Second down for Burmeister. Running to take a deep shot. Now rolling right. Lets it go and throws it away. Well, you know, they wanted to try to challenge those corners and take a deep shot. Middle's defense has done well to not allow that, at least not yet.
They haven't backed down from the challenge, and give the offensive line credit on that. When they gave Burmeister time, there was just no one open downfield.
Burmeister and the Hokies 2 for 5 on 3rd down.
Bill, this is a big play in the game because momentum is everything, and if they can't get a conversion here, then you give Middle Tennessee the ball again after they're coming off a successful drive.
Burmeister, deep shot left side. Robinson can't catch up, and Virginia Tech will punt it away with 4:21 to play. That's one of those corners. Teldrick Ross playing in place of Jalen Jackson out with COVID, who had coverage on the play. So the Hokies will be punting the ball from near their end zone.
Yeah, Ross is actually a safety, so I understand why they try to take advantage of that matchup. That's something that Braxton Burmeister said they worked on all offseason, was hitting the deep balls, but it's unfortunate that they couldn't hit it because now you're giving Middle Tennessee a little bit more life.
Short punt, but a good roll for Virginia Tech. It'll go all the way inside the 40-yard line. Well, tonight at 11 Eastern, the Huddle quartet of Jordan Cornett, Eric McLean, E.J. Manuel, and Mark Rick will be back with complete breakdowns of all 13 ACC games today. It is the Huddle right here on ACC Network and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. Middle Tennessee with Hockman in control. Takes over at the 40. Bailey's been really good. 10 of 15 in this first half. The throw again. Make it 11 of 16 as he connects over there to Marshall. And that's a first down win for the Blue Raiders. As we talked all week long, they said, we just want to be in 2nd and 5 every possession. If we do that, I'm happy.
Yeah, and they see something in the Virginia Tech defense. They're hitting on these out routes over and over and over again. Like I said, I'd like to see Virginia Tech's defensive backs get up and press a little bit more and challenge these guys.
Hockman keeps it on the run, and he has the first down across the midfield stripe, stepping out in front of Nasir Peepers.
It's not really something that Hockman specializes in, but he saw the opportunity and took it, was able to pick up the first down.
I had some of the historians at Virginia Tech look in the record books. Can you remember a guy that played quarterback in this stadium for a team, then came back the next year and played quarterback for another team? Well, there's no official record of it, but no one could remember it happening before. Mobley squares his shoulders, and the big fella from Knoxville plows his way ahead. Remember the last time the Blue Raiders had the ball, Eddie, they went for it on 4th down, put together a really good drive.
Yeah, the blown coverage right here gave them the big play on that 3rd and 10. Then again, the pocket is clean. He's able to stand in there and deliver an accurate ball. And this one right here, throwing the fade, being able to get a foot in and play. They're ready to go. They're playing with confidence right now.
Mobley on 2nd and 6 gets about a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Amari Barno made the play on the Middle Tennessee back.
Mobley's been so good for them. He's a big back. And it looks like Virginia Tech doesn't want to tackle him. A 230-pound back coming through the hole hard.
MTSU is 2 out of 5 on third downs today. This one late in the first half. 3rd and 5. Boy, Hockman delivered it right on the money again. He's got that pocket presence. Pass was caught by Lane. Chapman knocked him out of bounds, but he converts for the first down.
Again on the out route, they're recognizing the off coverage. Chapman is yelling at the sideline because it looks like he wants to play press coverage, but they're not allowing him to. So that's just something in the Virginia Tech scheme that they're playing off coverage. These guys want to challenge the receivers and make some plays.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Hockman and the Blue Raiders on the move. That is Rasul. And he got ahead for about 2 yards, and there's Tisdale to make the play defensively.
Yeah, Tisdale does a great job. Disciplined eyes and making a one-on-one tackle. That could have been a big gainer for them if he gets out of that tackle.
His body, his length, he really looks the part as an outside linebacker, doesn't he?
He does. 6'3", you don't find too many guys like that can run as well as him.
Time a factor now for Hockman, but he delivers that ball beautifully on the money again, and the clock is stopped as the receiver, Wyndham, is out of bounds inside the 33.
Once again, that quick out route. I'm going to keep preaching it because it keeps happening. Virginia Tech needs to challenge these guys and take away those quick, easy throws.
Third and 4 now for Hockman, who's now completed 13 of 18 on the day. Hokies come on the blitz, and they get home. Shamari Connor.
ACC Defensive Back of the Week, stepping up and making a big play when his team needed him to. That's what that defense looked like last week. Guys flying around, making plays. Connor steps up when his team needed him.
Hockman lost his helmet, held the ball. It'll be 4th and very long now. A week ago, wearing that jersey number 25, the junior out of Jacksonville, had 7 tackles, was all over the field. He had the game-clinching interception at the end.
Not a very talkative guy, Bill.
We met with him yesterday. He said, well, you know, I'm the youngest of 4 kids. Well, the rest of the family never let him talk a whole lot. But he's doing his talking on the field for sure for Virginia Tech. .1:15 to play. Virginia Tech may call a timeout here. It's 4th and really long. This feels...
Tech takes its final timeout of the half.
This feels like a place where you've got to be really careful not to get beat by a fake punt.
Yeah, exactly.
In the Bobby Bowden kind of I'm on the road as a non-conference opponent, what have I got to lose mentality?
Exactly, and that's why Virginia Tech called the timeout to make sure that everybody's in the right position and knows that everybody's aware to watch for the fake.
Coach Stockstill played at Florida State for Bowden as part of Coach Bowden's first ever recruiting class. He says he coaches just like Bobby, runs his program. I'm always approachable. He's been at Middle Tennessee for 16 seasons.
I'll tell you what, Bill, what I took away from him is that he really cares about his guys. I mean, it's not just about football. He really cares about them as people, and those are the good coaches. Those are the ones you love to play for, is that when it's about more than just football.
Well, judging by the conversation after the timeout, something might have been up there. The way Stockstill just came over and told the special teams unit something that may have just called it off.
Yeah, I think he probably called it off. Which is probably the right play.
Let's punt it, and if you're on the road, I think if you would have asked him, will you take 14-7 at the half, I think he might take that.
100%. Especially with your team, they're feeling confident as well. Like, why take a chance when you don't need to? I'm not saying I wouldn't use it. I just save it for the second half.
Well, Kyle Olbrook is the punter. Tavion Robinson, who brought his last punt all the way back to the 35 of Middle Tennessee, is the deep man. And he does kick it away. No return this time. It's going to go dead inside the 5-yard line with 1:06 to play. Raheem Fuller is the one that got down there. Good job by Olbrook on the special teams play. So Virginia Tech ball, 1:06 and 96 yards to go here in the final minute or so. Middle Tennessee does have 2 timeouts remaining. Well, let's talk about Burmeister in the first half. He was hurt, came back, and has done well.
Yeah, he has, and he's going to have to learn to get down, as we talked about. That's a big hit for your quarterback to take. Not really the first half that he was expecting to have. He did come back and threw a great pass to the corner of the end zone.
This was the roughing the passer penalty on a 3rd down play. Hokies do throw it on 1st down. A quick throw to Trey Turner out to the 6-yard line. Patterson brings him down after the short gain.
That's not really the highlight package that Virginia Tech wanted Burmeister to have in this first half.
By the way, that was the 100th career reception for Turner. Burmeister on the run, spins and goes down. He pivoted and pirouetted right away from Jonathan Butler, the middle linebacker, number 4. That'll be a 1st down. He didn't want to get hit here. The middle linebacker is coming. Burmeister to throw it again on 1st down. On the run! And it's incomplete. Patterson had the coverage on Trey Turner on that play.
And you can tell Burmeister wants to score. He's not about just going in at the half 14-7. He's trying to make a play and get them in position to maybe get a field goal or a touchdown. But right now you just need to be smart with the ball and not take too many chances.
22 seconds left. No timeouts remaining. You would almost anticipate taking a knee here, but no. Burmeister throws incomplete. Now you're in a situation where if you don't make it, you're going to have to punt because Middle's got the 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, and Burmeister just took another big hit. This Virginia Tech offensive line has got to do a little bit better in protecting him. Yeah, the guard and the center got to be on the same page. The center's got to pass that one off to the guard so he can pick up that pressure.
Got to convert the 3rd down to maintain possession in the final 18 seconds of the half. Blackshear is in the game. Off the left or down the right shoulder of Braxton. Now they run it. And he's got the 1st down. And that'll save the day for Fuente and company. And no need to kick it away. Cody Smith and Davis make the play. We're going to run one more play. Burmeister on the final play of the half throws it over to the sideline to Caleb Smith. He makes the reception in front of Tedrick Ross, and that'll send us to the half with Virginia Tech leading 14-7. Justin Fuente will gather his team around him. Much different day today than last week.
Much different, and I'd hate to be in that locker room because it's not going to be pretty. He didn't even wait till he got to the locker room. He grabbed him on the field. So, yeah, he's clearly not happy. Virginia Tech hasn't gotten much pressure on him, so maybe we'll see a change in that this second half.
Hockman's numbers are good. You know, they held the ball for 8:43 in the second quarter. 8 minutes and 43 seconds, and they converted on 3 of 5 third down. So Middle Tennessee was able to move the ball in the second. Let's see what happens in the third. Here's Mobley, or rather Rasul, across the 30-yard line. Jermaine Waller, Submarines. Amir Rasul from Coral Gables High School. 5-yard gain on first down. Out of the pistol, they give it to him again. Rasul stretches shy of the first down. Peoples makes the play on Amir. It's going to be third down and, what should we call it, Eddie? Third and a foot or so, maybe 2 feet.
Yeah, and these backs are running hard, so I wouldn't do anything more than just hand it off one more time to try to pick up the first down.
Again, Eric Magwood is in the game, a Virginia native. He's wearing number 90. He's an extra offensive lineman in there in the backfield to help him pick up the first down, and they got it. Rasul with the carry. Eric Magwood is from Virginia Beach, Lansdowne High School. There he is. He's actually in his 7th year with Middle Tennessee, believe it or not. 6'4", 300. Played at Old Dominion, now at Middle Tennessee.
That is a big man.
Hawkman faked it, flips to Marshall. Submarine, but he gets across the 45-yard line. That was Peoples that went low.
You gotta love the game plan that they have. Just run the ball and get easy completions and continue to move the ball and eat up that clock.
Well, what Brent Durman said is a week ago, they felt that North Carolina wanted Howe to win the game for them. Hawkman in trouble and sacked back on the 35-yard line. They've only gotten home twice. That time Holyfield and Jordan Williams get to Hawkman.
I like to say that was a coverage sack. They tried to come back to the same play they had success on in the third and long, and it wasn't there. No one was open, so it gave the D-line to get there and make a big play.
There's the defensive secondary adjustments that Justin Hamilton is making again this week. Hawkman throws it back. They set up the screen. This could be a big play for Marshall. And Jimmy Marshall's coming across the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Everybody was going left except for Jimmy Marshall and a couple of offensive linemen coming back this way.
What an amazing play call, because my eyes were at the top of the screen as well, thinking that they were doing a rollout. It's a heck of a play call right there in a big-time game. If I'm Virginia Tech fans, I'm getting a little bit nervous right now and uncomfortable.
From the 37, Mobley with 2 hands on the ball, surges forward down to the 34-yard line. Rasul took the handoff. Chase Cunningham is coming to the ball game now for Middle Tennessee. He's a junior from Knoxville Catholic. Redshirt junior.
Adds that little bit of RPO, runs the ball a lot better than Bailey Hawkman, so it's another added dimension to this offense.
Yeah, they call him their gadget quarterback. Hawkman had been doing well. Let's see what gadgets they come up with. Rasul carries it back to the line of scrimmage, and Holyfield waiting for him there.
And you can tell Virginia Tech knows that he's the gadget guys. They brought pressure off the edge, expecting to run.
Injured Virginia Tech player will give each side in essence, a free timeout now before this 3rd and 8 play. We will step aside. We'll check on the injured Hokie. Check on that when we come back.
I know, right?
Hawkman 6'4", 7" on 3rd downs. Rasul is the lone back on 3rd down. Hawkman to the air. Hawkman looking. Hawkman throws. It's intercepted on the deflection. Virginia Tech will take over, or did it skip into Peoples? Yes, it did. It skips to him. Daly got a hand on it, Eddie, the safety. And then Peoples, the other safety, tried to scoop it up, but they say it hit the grass.
Brings up fourth down.
Nah, it hit the ground. I see it hit the ground. Okay. It's a heck of a try. Yeah, it hits the ground right there. See, those are the plays that you don't want Bailey Hockman trying to make. Scrambling out, throwing against your body. Just either throw it out of bounds and live to fight another day. Don't put your team in a bad situation.
Snap to Ulbrook, the punter, trying to pin him into the right corner of the end zone. The Blue Raiders waiting for the ball. It hits inside the 5, and they'll get it on about the 6. That's 2 in a row. But their punter's done a nice job punting the ball inside the 10-yard line.
He's been a pretty good weapon for them, pinning this Virginia Tech offense down in their own territory when they've been struggling to move the ball.
Burmeister, who threw a touchdown pass to Robinson for Virginia Tech's first score today, was forced out of the game with a shoulder injury, but has come back to play. Fuente was not happy with his offense in the first half. Let's see how it plays early in the third. They start on the ground, nothing doing up front. Jalen Holston tried to run to his left, and Jordan Branch was there to make the play. Again, the Hokies, Eddie, have played 3 different guys at quarterback today. Burmeister, Tatum, and Connor Blumrick.
Yeah, and you're getting them experience. It's not really what you want in a close game, but they're all picking up a little bit of game experience. And now that Burmeister is back, we'll see if this offense can get rolling.
Burmeister, a quick throw, flipping to Turner, and he gets near the 15. And they'll give him forward progress to almost the 16-yard line as Reed Blankenship makes yet another tackle for the Blue Raiders.
Reed Blankenship has been all over the field today. He comes in, the defensive coordinator spoke about effort and giving effort, and Blankenship comes out of nowhere to nail Trey Turner for the big hit. Those hits hurt. I'm telling you, they add up, and you remember them as a receiver.
Going to be 3rd and 1 now for Virginia Tech. Hokies have converted just 1 of their last 6 on 3rd down. Here's Holston, and he stretches forward, and he'll have the first down to the 18-yard line.
Jalen Holston, the ball carrier.
DQ Thomas, senior linebacker, made the play there. Coach, defensive coordinator Scott Schaefer was talking about the camera club. I want our guys to be part of the camera club on the Middle Tennessee defense. And he said, well, what is that? He said, I freeze every play when we watch on Sundays. At the end of each play, we stop it, and I want to see 7 players on the screen near the ball. That shows effort. Schaefer did that at Syracuse, and he's doing that now at Middle Tennessee. Deep shot, caught by Turner. Down to the 35.
I think that this is the break that the offense was thinking about. The offensive line gave him time, and Burmeister threw an accurate ball. Those deep balls that they were working on all offseason finally paid off. Trey Turner comes in and makes a great play and gets a little bit of run after the catch. That's exactly what this Virginia Tech offense needed.
47-yard gain on the previous play. Burmeister takes off now. Nice little jump step to his right, and he's inside the 30-yard line. Remember, this drive started back on the 6. And Virginia Tech in business now, its first possession of the 3rd quarter.
I think that's exactly what this team needed, that deep ball. Even Burmeister had a little bit of extra juice with him on that run.
Fuente has one of the league's most versatile guys, Mitchell, ordinarily the tight end. They've got him split to the right on 2nd and short. On the ground to Holston. The hole, Holston, the touchdown.
It's a great push by the offensive line, and that cut right there by Holston Even when the running game isn't going well, you continue to run the ball for plays like that. They stuck with it, and it paid off.
John Parker Romo in to add the extra point. Well, Justin Fuente said he wasn't really thrilled with his offense the way it played in the first half. Their opening possession of the third quarter, well, they go 93 yards in 6 plays. Jalen Holston from Stockbridge, Georgia, with the score.
Keldrick Ross doesn't get the memo, and Trey Turner is released deep.
47-yard pickup on that play, and that leads to the Jalen Holston touchdown. That was an impressive drive by Virginia Tech, 93 yards on its first possession of the third quarter. John Parker Romo's kickoff coming back to the Blue Raiders, and it'll be another touchback, and we'll move it out to the 25. Well, it was 17 years ago today on this field that Eddie Royal played his very first game at Lane Stadium. You remember that day?
I remember that day.
You ran for a touchdown, you caught a touchdown in Virginia Tech's 63-0 victory over Western Michigan. September 11th, 2004.
Jeez, you're making me feel old.
It's great to have you back.
It's good to be back. That was a good day for Virginia Tech football.
You sound more and more like Frank Beamer every day. You know that? All right, Mobley is in the game. They're going to go with a direct snap to the big fella out of Knoxville. Fake the end around. Mobley, the tuck, the run, and down he goes. Shamari Connor chops down Mobley on first down.
There's that guy again. Whenever you need a play to be made, he steps up and he makes it. He's able to fight off the block and come through and make the tackle on a big back. It's not always easy to bring those big guys down by yourself.
Now Mike DeLello in the game at quarterback. Mobley and Anderson are in the backfield with him. He keeps it and has room and trips and goes down, but he does have the first down. Does the Pembroke Pines Florida native.
Give Middle Tennessee State credit. There's no back down in them. They look as if they feel like they should be on the same field as Virginia Tech, and they think that they can win. They're playing with that type of confidence.
Both teams have played 3 quarterbacks. Hockman back in now for the Blue Raiders, out to the 40. And the southpaw flips it short over the middle to Pierce. And he has the first down with second effort, crossing the 50-yard line right in front of Nasir Peoples.
Hockman looks way too comfortable back there. He's able to get to his back foot and pick apart the defense and find the open guy. I think Virginia Tech's got to bring some pressure to try to make him make some mistakes.
They go without a huddle, and they stick with the pistol. Mobley, he gets a good surge on first down. Got about 3 yards on the first down play. Alan Tisdale with the tackle, and Mobley will get a breather.
34, Alan Tisdale on the stop.
It's the first meeting ever between these two teams. Middle Tennessee has never beaten a ranked team. That's what's on their mind today. On second down, Hockman to the air. Hockman getting out of trouble, and he throws it away. Not sure who was there. Incomplete pass, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, it's a smart play by Bailey Hockman. Nothing's there. Don't try to force a big play when it isn't. Just get rid of the ball and live to fight another day.
Third down and 7 for Bailey Hockman. And this crowd roars again. This is what we had last Friday. The crowd becoming a factor at Lane. And just like last Friday, we had some motion up front. The crowd caused this.
Ball start. Offense, number 9. 5-yard penalty, third down.
Bill, that's exactly what this defense needs, is the crowd to get involved in the game. That's the power of Lane Stadium. They bring juice into the environment. You get the offense off their game. Communication is key between the quarterback and the offensive line. And when you can't hear anything, it makes it tough on you.
Hawkman lets it go, and it's intercepted by Waller. The magic of Lane Stadium, that crowd roars, and Virginia Tech gets the turnover. From the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for Virginia Tech following the turnover, and the Hokies keep it on the ground on first down. King carry on first down. Hokies trying to add to their 21-7 lead here late in quarter number 3. It'll be second down. Well, we talk about one of the great names in Virginia Tech football history, one of the great names in NFL history. Coach Bruce Arians joins us here. First of all, Bruce, welcome back. It's so nice to have you back at Lane Stadium.
It's amazing to be back. It's been a long time, and so happy to be back. And what a great job Frank has done with this program now, Fu, and really excited to be here.
When is the last time you were at a game here at Lane Stadium?
1977, my last year coaching here with Jimmy Sharp, and it has changed a little bit. Some great traditions, and obviously has grown, and I followed it every single day.
Well, it's awesome to have you back.
Coach seems like he's good luck. I mean, he came up in the booth, we got an interception, we got a big run. You need to stay up here all game, Coach.
I walked in the radio booth and we got a touchdown.
There you go.
I don't know, it must be that little bit of broadcasting I had.
You got the magic.
Burmeister overthrows his tight end over there. How have you been able to maintain, you've been so engaged with the Tech program while being an NFL coach, how have you been able to maintain your Hokie fandom over the years?
Well, you know, our guys are so close from my class, and all Hokies are close. And nothing better put a smile on my face. I'll be driving down the street, somebody holler, "Go Hokies," because I always got my gear on, you know, and it just puts a smile on your face, and it's amazing, the brotherhood of this community.
Virginia Tech looking to add to its lead. Second down on the 13. The fake pitch, quarterback keeps it, and he's down to the 6. You talk about a dramatic win. We should offer you congratulations on your game on Thursday night.
Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort. I mean, I ruined it for a lot of coaches because we turned it over 4 times and had 110 yards of penalties. You never win.
It made no sense why you guys won that game.
So every coach is pissed at me. How'd you pull that out? And we got Tom Brady in a minute and 23.
There you go. You're right.
Third down now for Burmeister. He's already thrown 1 touchdown today. They keep this on the ground. Blackshear, did he get in? Yes, sir! Rahem Blackshear, 6-yard touchdown run.
This is a heck of a push by the offensive line, and Blackshear does a great job of finishing off this run. I think he got a little bit of help getting pushed in there, but that's the way you finish your drive off.
Yeah, the Big Uglies got a little help in there.
Yeah,
they made them happy. Look, they get to celebrate.
I like seeing that.
Yes, indeed.
Extra point is good. It makes it 28-7. I don't know what I'm going to ask you first. What was it like to coach against Eddie, or what's it like to coach Tom Brady?
I think the Tom Brady question is a lot better.
Hey, Eddie was. We always had to have a game plan for him. That's for sure. And I remember coming and working you out here your senior year with the other guys, and I was like, whew, this guy's going to be special. And Tom Brady's like coaching a 12-year-old. He comes to practice so excited every single day, like a little kid. And what can I learn today? What can I get better at today? And it just impermeates through our whole football team. So it's the easiest guy to coach. Very similar to Peyton Manning. I mean, they're workaholics, They come in and unbelievable charisma. We got that ball back the other night. Hey, let's go win.
Yeah.
Let's go win.
All right, so everyone knows the Bruce Arians of today. Let's go back to the early 70s. Bruce, I want you to take a look at some of these pictures after the kick. Hang on, we got some great pictures from the Arians family scrapbook. John Parker Romo, he's been a touchback machine. This one may be returnable. Let's see. Yes, the kickoff coverage team going to have to do some work here. And they do indeed on the 22. All right, Bruce, take us through. These are some classic pictures from the early 70s.
Yeah, I hate that one, man. The wind was blowing hard that damn picture day.
So good. So good to have you here. Lane Stadium was your home back then. It's obviously a much different place now, but it's always been like this special cathedral for all of you who played back in the
there's
70s.
no doubt. I was Coach Claiborne's last class, and when a bunch of the Claiborne guys were here today and got to see a bunch of them, and I was the only guy to make it through all three head coaches. So I was with Coach Claiborne, Coach Coffey, and Coach Sharp. So I covered a generation.
Coach, tell me this. When you're coaching a guy like Braxton Burmeister who likes to run the ball, but you've seen today that he's taking some hits, what do you tell a guy like that?
Slide quicker. You can't all of a sudden decide to slide. Get what you can get your butt down.
Yeah.
Or take it to the house. There ain't no in between, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Look like you caught in between. Should I go down? Should I run? No, that's going to get hurt. That's when you take that shot he took early.
He came back after that and led Virginia Tech on a touchdown drive. Hokies up 3 scores. Hockman trying to lead Middle Tennessee back. That's Jimmy Marshall with the catch. It's going to be 3rd down and short again. So what's a typical NFL week like for you? We're so delighted that in the middle of the season you guys, and you specifically, have a chance to visit.
Well, playing Thursday night, we automatically have 3 days off. So we watched the film. I got to cuss them out real good. I love to do when you win, you know. Then we jumped on the plane, came up, we're shooting back. We don't practice until Tuesday. Our biggest thing now is 3 days off and passing the COVID test when we get back. Because if you don't pass the test, you're not going to make it. So that's always got me. I do more coaching on COVID than I do football.
That's a common refrain we hear from a lot of college coaches as well. Not what you all want to do. The Super Bowl for Tampa Bay, what it means to that community, for your staff and those guys.
To have it in our home stadium was just unbelievable. You know, to go on the road and win the 3 road games and bring it back to, but it was so different. There wasn't any media. It was like the other Super Bowls I've been in, just like media row and all that. We just got in our cars and went home every night. And the banner was hanging in the stadium that was Super Bowl 55, but the excitement of the game, with only 28,000, it was still amazing. Still amazing, and the community needed it so bad because we were really hit hard with COVID, really hit hard. And but all the nurses and doctors who got to come to the Super Bowl, that's 7,500. It was amazing for them.
3rd and 1, Middle Tennessee needs to get to the 33. Tech's defense digs in, and it's going to be a tough call here. He may have gotten it on the dive. Mobley, at 240 pounds, is a load, and the Blue Raiders move the sticks late here in the 3rd.
We think Coach came here to see us. I think Coach is scouting. There's some good football players out there that I know he likes seeing.
Really are. We've got some really good players this year, and excited for all of them. And it's great to see it back that way.
Yeah.
Great to see it back that way.
On the 34, Hockman on the move, lets it go, and it's incomplete. Think back to your days. What is your most memorable moment, Bruce, as a player at Virginia Tech? Do you remember one moment that might stand out?
Yeah, it's a negative one, but the play at Virginia. All right, we throw a pass, last play of the game. Ricky Scales get his toe in. We go for 2, and I'm laying on Jim Grove in the end zone. All right, the head coach from Wake Forest was their nose guard, and I'm just talking crap. and they wave it off and say I don't make it, and we lose. That's the only thing people remember me for. That play.
You're saying ACC officials got you back then.
Oh, did they ever?
He stepped out of bounds on the near sideline. That's Elijah Metcalf out of Charlotte. It will be enough for the first down.
It's funny because Jim Grove and I play golf all the time. He says, "Oh, you were in." But Ricky was out of the end zone. He didn't make that catch.
A makeup call.
Yeah, the ball never lies.
It's great to have Bruce Arians. By the way, the ring is fabulous.
Oh.
I know you've had those, but that's an amazing
Really,
ring.
really special.
Can you show there, Coach? Can you hold that up? We're going to try to get a zoom in on that. Right over there.
Yeah. Our owner, Darcy Kasowitz Glazer, designed the ring, and it's spectacular.
You get through TSA with that?
No.
Can I see that thing? I've never held one, never put it on. Good God. This is the size of my hand. You earned it.
That's
I'll
what.
tell you that.
Yeah, you have. That's what everybody strives for. That's the ultimate in this sport that we all love so much. To the outside, Rasul gets banged out. That's going to be stopping the clock with 7 seconds left. Here in the third, they'll wind it, and the third quarter will come to an end. Coach Arians, man, so great to see you. Welcome home.
Thank you so much. It's been a great, great day. Eddie, awesome, brother. Great seeing you again. And tell all the guys I said hey when you see them.
I will.
I appreciate it, man.
Bruce Arians, head coach of the Bucks. Fourth quarter coming up. We head to the fourth quarter in Blacksburg with Virginia Tech leading 28-7. Hokies led 14-7 at the break after Hawkins' touchdown pass cut the lead in the half. But in the third quarter, the Hokies get 2 rushing touchdowns and lead at 28-7 as we go to the fourth. Hawkman and the Blue Raiders trying to rally here. They start the fourth quarter on the Tech 30. And the southpaw from Georgia lets it go, delivers it low, and it's incomplete. That was Gathings, the intended receiver. And oh, he was open. And Hawkman, boy, he wishes he had that one back, Eddie.
Yeah, he does. And those are another missed opportunity to wide open, just make the throw. He stepped up in the pocket well. He just left it a little bit short. That's one of those throws and you see the guy running so open and you try to be perfect, and he just left it a little bit short.
He puts a little air under it. It might have been a touchdown.
It definitely would have been a touchdown.
Mobley back in the game in the backfield. But those are the missed opportunities of an underdog on the road that you got to take advantage of. Mobley pinballing his way to the 25-yard line. Eddie, I'm with you, man. No one wants to tackle him. Nasir Peoples says, I'll give it a shot. And he didn't make the tackle, but you got to adjust your shoulder pad after you say hello to 44.
Yeah, it's been a physical game, a lot more than last weekend. He was knocked him back. I mean, that's a big man to be able to knock back that. Nice physical shot by the safety coming up. That's that attitude that Virginia Tech defense needs.
3rd and 5. They got 2 shots to make this, you would assume, down 3 scores. Uh-oh, busted play. And Hawkman wrestled down on the 26 by Jordan Williams, the former Clemson Tiger, who came to Tech before this year. Great story, by the way. Jordan Williams called Fuente over last week, Eddie, after the game and said, thank you for giving me the opportunity to play at Virginia Tech and experience what we experienced in that game against the Tar Heels.
Yeah, that means a lot, especially coming from a program like Clemson, to be able to come to Virginia Tech and take it all in. They spoke about him and how big he is, being 6'5", that they hadn't really had many defensive linemen come in with his size.
I think the crowd got him again.
Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty.
It's 4th down and 10. Not only are they going up against Virginia Tech's defense, they got that marching band and that student section in that end zone right there. That's one of the loudest places in the ACC to be a quarterback right now. Going towards the north end zone at Lane Stadium with that band right behind the goalpost. 4th and 10. Hockman lets it go. Incomplete. Middle Tennessee wants a flag. It was intended for Lane. He thought that Chapman was on his back, but no flag. Hokies get the ball for the first time in the fourth quarter when we come back to Lane Stadium. Tech team starting with this interception by Jermaine Waller, who's returned. Set Tech up with some really good field position. Then Burmeister went to work using his legs, getting the Hokies inside the red zone. And then capping it off with a touchdown run by Blackshear. 28-7, Virginia Tech with the lead. First possession of the fourth quarter now for Burmeister, and a quick throw, and it's behind the intended receiver, Turner. Burmeister got knocked down again. That was Jordan Ferguson, Eddie, that got the pretty good lick on the Virginia Tech quarterback.
Yeah, I like the play call. I just don't like my quarterback taking hits like that. So if I'm Virginia Tech, I'd run the ball, try to get the running game going again, and get out of this game with a win.
You don't want a banged-up quarterback hobble into Morgantown, West Virginia a week from today, do you?
Not at all. I understand they're trying to get his confidence going and the passing game going, but at what cost?
Gonna throw it again. Burmeister steps into that one, and he's got his man Robinson. First down to the 43 of Middle Tennessee State. One-on-one with Reed Blankenship. Tavion Robinson out of Virginia Beach with yet another grab.
I'm telling you, if I'm Virginia Tech, I'm going to keep coming at Tavion Robinson. I mean, this dude makes plays every single time he gets an opportunity to just get the ball in his hands.
On the ground to the 40-yard line, Blackshear picks up the carry. Another solid day for Burmeister. A second down throw for the California native. On the move, and he throws it away. Smart decision, because Jonathan Butler was coming right behind him, breathing down his neck.
Very smart play, and he threw it away at the correct time. He threw it before the defender could get a hit on him. Burmeister's learning. He's taking things from the first half and using it in the second. Smart play by him.
Third down for Tech. They've really done well in the second half on third down conversions, 4 of 5. Remember, they started the game, they were 0 for 3 to start the game on third downs. From the 39 of Middle Tennessee. They go with 2 tight ends. The blitz comes. Burmeister flips it quickly on the left to Blackshear. And we got the first down.
Burmeister's pass complete to number 5, Rahem Blackshear. First down.
That was a heck of a move. That was supposed to be a fourth down. I mean, not too many people can get out of that tackle. The flexibility to be able to bend underneath that arm tackle and his burst to get up the field.
Got away from Davis, the young man from Dudley-High in Greensboro with that move. And gives Virginia Tech a fresh set of downs on the 34. Fuente sticking with the 2 tight ends. Payute comes in motion. On the ground. Big gain to the 10. Inside the 5. It'll be first and goal. Blumrick on the ground, showing what he can do with his wheels.
First down, Hokies.
They'll try to hurry to the line. Blumrick takes the snap, hands it off, and an easy walk-in for Blackshear. Three possessions, 3 touchdowns in the second half for that offense.
It's a heck of a play call. They fooled all of us. Blumrick's able to use his acceleration to get through there. What we don't see is Tavion Robinson. There he is with the block down the field that allowed Blumrick to be able to make a big run, and then here just finishing it off the right way. Blackshear had a heck of a drive. That third down conversion was big.
John Parker Romo stays perfect on the season on extra points, and the Hokies open up a 4-touchdown lead. 35.
No, not at all. I mean, these plays, you got to hit them in big games, and it's just right there at the fingertips. I mean, it's the little things that matter when you're playing against a team like Virginia Tech.
Some miscommunication there. Then later in the game, you'll recall this. Guys perhaps turning the wrong way and some post-play conversation on the sideline. They've had some receivers running free. Some things to work on for sure for Rick and the guys. And they'll fix that, clean that up as they get ready to start their conference play.
Yeah, when you see guys yelling at the quarterback, that's never really a good sign. It's typically the other way around, but it's not a good sign for your team when that's happening.
Lane calls for the fair catch. Another touchback, and we'll see Hawkman on the field yet again. You know, it's interesting when you have guys transfer, and that's what Hawkman was. You've got to win that locker room. It's an interesting dynamic, right, when the quarterback transfers in.
Yeah, it is, and you can try everything you can, try your best in training camp and spring ball, but it's nothing like when you get out there on the field. They want to see it in live action, and when there's some miscues, they want to see how you handle it, and this is a good chance for him to step up and show that he's the leader of this team.
Rasul on first down, stumbles and gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that has been about it. Devin Hunter came in to make the play. Virginia Tech fans are delighted to see number 7 back at that safety spot. He's still kind of learning his way a little bit. He's been playing behind Peoples so far this year, but there's a young man that's worked really hard to get back onto the field in this program.
Yeah, a kid that they said played linebacker, didn't really have a spot, so he's trying to find his way. He's a good athlete who can obviously make some plays, and so he's just got to find his way.
In high school, Hunter played a different spot. I'm not sure, and I don't even know that they're exactly sure what the ideal position is for him yet. They've got him at that safety spot now.
Yeah, and I think it'll work out. I mean, he's got good size for a safety. He can run. Now it's just about picking up the scheme and going out and making plays.
3rd and short for MTSU. They keep it on the ground, and Rasul has the first down. They'll move the sticks. He'll get a break. Back-to-back tackles, by the way, for Hunter.
At this point, I don't think it's about winning the game for Middle Tennessee State. It's just about continuing the fight, proving that you're going to fight for your brother to the end.
Well, they've got 3 in a row on the road. In fact, 5 of their next 6 away from home. That ball goes right through the hands of Artis. Oh, they'll be talking about that in the film room, won't they?
Yeah, and that's another example of Bailey Hawkman making a mistake, doing those things that you said that you can't do playing against Virginia Tech team, because normally they make you pay for a mistake like that.
It's been a different second half for Hawkman in this offense. Mobley surges forward for a couple of yards on 2nd down and 10. Nikoi Hawkins came up to make the play. Hawkins plays that nickel spot behind Connors. So one thing that this game is allowing Fuente and Justin Hamilton is to play more of their reserves on defense.
Yeah, it allows guys to get some reps so you can develop that depth. You never know when somebody's going to get hurt and another guy's going to have to step up.
Well, last week's game against Carolina came down to the final possession, so Justin really never had the chance to go to the depth. That ball goes through the hands of the intended receiver again on the near sideline. That was Thompson, I beg your pardon. Jamichael Thompson, he's a freshman. And 4th down for Middle Tennessee.
Brings up 4th down and 8.
And that's Brent Dearman talking with Hawkman.
It's a punt, 13, Kyle Ulrich.
I think Middle Tennessee State's got to be proud of themselves for the way that they've played first 3 quarters. Came in and fought a tough Virginia Tech team and put up a good fight, and they're still battling.
Here is the punt by Ulbrich to Robinson. And he fields it on a bounce and will go to break. 9:08 to go, 4th quarter. Virginia Tech up 35-7.
They were able to punch it in and get a score.
I'm joking with you. You guys were the most unselfish bunch of receivers. You all played for each other. You celebrated together. You guys made so many big plays together. Here is Knox Kadum into the game now at quarterback for Virginia Tech. He played earlier in this game in the second quarter, and his carry there, he gets knocked out of bounds after a gain to the 24-yard line. Burmeister's day is done. He threw for 142 yards today. Our folks downstairs are calling them the Killer Bees, Burmeister, Blumrick, and Blackshear.
I like Blumrick's game. I mean, even if he's not at quarterback, Virginia Tech might need to find a way to get this guy on the field.
On second down, Hokies keep it on the ground. That is Keyshawn King. And it'll bring up third down with 8:33 to play. Kadum's out of Rome, Georgia. He's taller than Burmeister. He's about 6'3", kind of a lanky guy. Another one of those SMA majors at Virginia Tech. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Burmeister, or rather for Kadum. He wants to follow in your footsteps, man, and be a broadcaster someday. His throw a bit behind the receiver, but it's caught, and that'll be enough for the first down as King gets the yardage after the catch to the 30-yard line. Gregory Great, the tackle on King.
I see Tyrell Smith out there playing right tackle, and Coach told us about him being a third-team captain and never starting a game. That's got to be something special. Bill, do you remember his nickname?
I do remember his nickname. Here's Knox running to the 37-yard line. First of all, Tyrell is 6'3", 300, so I would refer to him as Mr. Smith. But his teammates call him
Juicy.
Juicy. There's some of the other nicknames on the team. Burmeister goes by La Jolla because that's where he's from. James Mitchell, the governor. Tavion Robinson, Sweetsy. We asked why is Tyrell Smith called Juicy? And Justin Fuente says, well, because he sweats a lot. But he's an amazing story. You know, he committed to Virginia Tech back and actually enrolled here in 2014. Think about that. That's 7 years ago. He signed with the Frank Beamer staff.
That's almost as long as my NFL career. Good God. That's a long time to be in one place.
Jalen Jones in the ball game now. Freshman from Thomas Jefferson High School near Richmond. There are 8 players in college football this year that are going through their 7th year of eligibility. Last year obviously does not count. Here's King running with the football. Smith committed to Virginia Tech, then he went to a prep school, then came back in 15. But he's got several degrees from Virginia Tech. You would hope so, right, after 7.
I mean, you've been there long enough, why not?
So if you ever need a campus tour, just dial up Juicy. Second down and 7. King gets submarined. That was Teldrick Ross from Macon, Georgia, going low to make the play defensively. But in all seriousness, Tyrell Smith, he's really popular with the Fuente family. He's gotten very close to Justin's daughters.
Yeah, and that says a lot about a guy. The family likes you, not only the coaches, but the family. So he's one of those guys that people love being around.
Dwayne Lofton in the game now for the first time for the Hokies out of Texas. Kadum gets clobbered, throws that way, and it is incomplete. Well, Richard Kinley introduced himself to Kadum. They're going to have to wash the jersey. Paid for that hit. Peter Moore in to punt the ball for Virginia Tech. Jalen Lane to return for MTSU as we approach the 5-minute mark. Fair catch called for and taken on the 14 by Lane. 5:07 to go. Hokies on their way to a 2-0 start here at home. Of returns. Watch him break the heart of 85,000 Clemson fans here from October of 2007. What's going on here, Eddie?
I got lucky. You know, I had some guys out in front of me that knew how to block, and I just ran to the end zone.
Look at that. Who are you pointing at?
Yeah, you know what? It was my mom's birthday, and she actually came to the game, so I'm not talking trash. I'm just pointing to my mom, telling her that I love her.
What a night that was in Death Valley. You guys had the Clemson fans leaving at halftime.
Yeah, that was before Clemson made their run.
Yeah.
We used to dominate them back in the good old days.
Eddie's a member of Virginia Tech's Hall of Fame. We're delighted to have him on the ACC network as part of the ESPN college football family. Going to do great. Here is Chase Cunningham in the game at quarterback now. And a nice throw to the right sideline. That's Jimmy Marshall with the catch. Devin Hunter makes the tackle on the senior wide receiver. Good throw for Cunningham. Yeah, I mentioned that MTSU is going to be on the road. They're at UTSA next, then Charlotte. They still got to come back to Virginia. They played Liberty in a non-conference game and then go to Connecticut. So they've got 5 games in the next 6 weeks on the road, counting today. Pettaway with the carry, and he gets to just shy of midfield. They're going to give him forward progress to the 50. That might be enough for the first down for Pettaway.
This was a big confidence boost for us. A team like Middle Tennessee State coming in here, Lane Stadium being a tough place to play, and just seeing that you can hang with a team like Virginia Tech for 2 or 3 quarters. I mean, that says a lot about your team.
Keep it on the ground again, and down he goes, back on the 49-yard line. Nikoi Hawkins is a freshman from Orange, New Jersey. Redshirted here in 19, did see some action last year, did Nikoi. Played 3 games. And again, he's backing up Connor at that nickel position, that kind of hybrid position in the Virginia Tech defensive backfield. 4 wides on 2nd down and 11 for Cunningham. To the air again. Down goes the receiver, Jermichael Thompson once again. He's a freshman for Coach Stockstill. They didn't get the explosive plays they needed today. They wanted 10 explosive plays. I think they've had 2 for the whole game.
Yeah, they were actually there. The plays were there to be made. They just didn't hit them. Whether it was a throw or not making enough tough catches, they had opportunities, and I think that's what they're going to look back on this game and point to and say that, hey, we were right there. We just didn't take advantage of it.
Throw to the left sideline, and that is Davis with the catch. They're up over, rather Sweet with the catch. They're up over 315 yards of offense. It hasn't been a situation where they've been completely shut down offensively. They've shown us some things today.
Yeah, they have, and they've had their moments to where they have been explosive and did a good job of taking care of the ball. Hockman, he was playing well when he was protected. It was when he got outside the pocket and tried to do too much and make things happen.
They're going to go for it again on 4th down. Cunningham is in the gun, or in the pistol, I should say. Peasants behind him. There's the run. He stretches for the first down if they give it to him. Looks like they will. Linesman says move the sticks with 2:24 to play.
They got a big guy down.
Carroll is the injured player. So they'll come out and tend to the injured Middle Tennessee player. You hate to see this in the final 2.5 minutes of a lopsided game. Not that you ever, of course, want to see an injury, but you just hate it for the young man. But this happens so late in the game when we're just coming down to the final minute or 2. So Middle Tennessee will get set to go on the road to Texas San Antonio. Meanwhile, for Virginia Tech, Eddie, it's a return to Morgantown, West Virginia. Now, the last time the Hokies were there, it didn't look like this. They've spent a lot of money to upgrade their facilities in Morgantown. Coach Brown and that staff have done a great job of upgrading in Morgantown. It's always, though, been a tough place to play, right? You've been there a bunch.
It is, and you can throw out the records and throw out everything else when you're playing in a rivalry game like that, especially on the road at West Virginia. It's a hostile environment. They tell you when you come out of the tunnel to keep your helmet on because people are going to be throwing stuff at you. You never know. So that's the environment they're going in, and it's going to be a hard-fought game.
The last time the Hokies played the Mountaineers was at FedEx Field. That was for the Black Diamond Trophy. That was a neutral site. There's nothing neutral about Mountaineer Field.
No, and it reminds me of the black hole in the NFL. I mean, it's a tough place to play. Those fans are rowdy, but as a college football fan, you love it. You love that atmosphere.
I remember some great games up there, and Coach Beamer, especially when you were playing, he said the louder they cheered, the better we played. Do you remember that press conference he had?
I do, and we had the type of guys that had the mentality that we loved having our backs against the wall, us against everybody else, and that just made us play better.
That's the situation that Coach Fuente and his staff will have next week, traveling up country roads to Morgantown. On second down, Cunningham, a bit of a low snap. First man's covered, directing traffic, lets it go. And to the 25 for the first down with 90 seconds remaining. Anderson, the grab. Cunningham's come off the bench, done a pretty nice job. He's completed all 4 of his passes.
Yeah, these are valuable minutes for guys and confidence builders for those backup players.
Hokies come with a delayed blitz. The throw to the right. It's caught again. Cunningham now 5 for 5. That should have been a touchdown, though, shouldn't it?
Another missed opportunity. Yeah, it was a big play, but could have been a touchdown. And that's another reel you could add to the clip of what could have been.
You'll recall earlier Hockman had a receiver run it open, misfired on what would have been a touchdown, and that was another one. But they're in business here with a minute to go. First and goal on the 6. Again, this is against a backup defensive group. Here's a lob to the end zone, and it's overthrown. Incomplete for Elijah Metcalf. By the way, Elijah's from down at Mallard Creek High School. A lot of ACC students, a lot of ACC athletes in all sports are from that high school. They do a really good job of putting out both boys and girls sports at Mallard Creek. Second and goal on the 6 with 50 ticks left. Chase Cunningham trying to do nothing other than change the final cosmetic score, so to speak. Nothing doing on the ground. Keyshawn Artist making the play. Petaway had the carry, and Artist chopped him down.
30-second timeout.
That may not mean much to you or to me, but for the guys in the game, this means a lot, right?
It does. It means everything, and I think that was him making up for dropping that interception earlier. He shot the gap and made a big play, so it's a confidence builder. Like I said, it's huge for these younger guys.
And an opportunity for some of the younger guys on Brent Dearman's offense, for Coach Stockstill's team, hey, to get a couple of plays in. They got one timeout left with 44 seconds to play, and he wants to see what his backup quarterback, Chase Cunningham, can do here.
Yeah, and you're always looking for opportunity to prove yourself and to your coaches and your teammates and make plays for not only yourself but your family, and put in a lot of work in the off season. So when you get the opportunity to make a play, you go make it.
Coach has been conferring with the officials over there. Third down and goal on the 7. 2 more opportunities for Cunningham to get into the end zone. They brought Big Mobley back into the game. It's a direct snap to Mobley. And a little jump pass. And it's intercepted, but there's a flag on the play. Devin Hunter caught it. The direct snap to Mobley. He was trying to flip it to Jimmy Marshall. but a flag was thrown.
Pass interference. Defense, number 7. The foul occurred in the end zone. Ball be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
Mobley's done everything in the game but throw a touchdown pass. He almost had one here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun play to run, and I don't know that I love the call. Looks like the ref might have done him a little bit of a favor right there. They're both fighting to try to get back to the ball, but hey, I enjoyed the play call. It was an entertaining play.
So it'll be 1st and goal on the 2. Frank Peasant is in the game in the backfield, stays on his feet. Peasant still going. Back to the 7, and they blow the play dead. And a timeout taken again. So the drama now after the Nikoi Hawkins stop.
Middle 17 takes the final timeout of the half.
Those Virginia Tech defenders, they're cheering as hard as they can for the young guys that are in there now to make a goal line stand,
Yeah,
right?
this is awesome for the older players as well, because they know the work that these young guys put in, and so they're just keep fighting and battling, and this is a gang tackle. You're going to see a ton of white jerseys around, and as a defensive coordinator, this will make you happy. Turning on the tape and seeing almost the entire defense on that pile.
So MTSU calls its last timeout with 31 seconds left, and it'll be a 2nd down and goal to go. Yeah, a lot of new names in that huddle around defensive coordinator Justin Hamilton, co-defensive line coach J.C. Price.
Jay Ham, he still looks like he can play. Good for him.
They allowed just 10 points against North Carolina in week 1 and just 7 today. And you know he'd like to have this backup group keep the Blue Raiders out of the end zone. They're going to go 4 wide. The lone back is Peasant. Cunningham slaps his hands. The blitz is on. And a touchdown pass to the end zone to Tinsley. So a late touchdown for Middle Tennessee State. If nothing else, that gets you a Toots burger. Toots in Murfreesboro. Tinsley with the catch with 27 seconds.
It's a well-executed play. Just throws the back shoulder like fade and throws an accurate ball, and that's hard to cover for the defensive back. You got so many things you're thinking about. That back shoulder throw is just one of those you just hope that they can't complete it.
Extra point is good, 35-14, 27 seconds left. All right, we've seen Virginia Tech play 2 games at home, a conference game and a non-conference game. But next week is a different animal completely. There are tough road venues in the ACC, but I don't know if there's any place as unique as Morgantown. What will it take for this team? What must it do, Eddie, to play well in Morgantown next week?
Mistake-free football, taking care of the ball, communication is going to be huge. That stadium's going to be as loud as ever, and just offensively, defensively, being on the same page so that there's no blown coverages or missed assignments.
For years and years, I think Virginia was the Hokies' arch rival and vice versa. But that Scott Stadium was never that type of place to play, where you feared it and where it was really super intimidating. Morgantown, when the Hokies were in the Big East, was that place.
Yeah, we never feared UVA at all. Whether the stadium or the team, I mean, that was just the mentality of the players. We didn't really feel like it was a rivalry game. It was one of those things that people made it into one. But that UVA game versus Virginia Tech was always a hard-fought game.
A return down the left sideline to near midfield. 20 seconds left for Lee.
Guessing I didn't make any friends from our our UVA counterparts with that one.
Well, that was a different era. Hokies have 20 seconds left. One would assume Tech takes a knee here, but you never know. I'm just glad the Virginia Tech-West Virginia rivalry is rekindled and they'll be played on campus.
Yeah, it's one that college football needs. It's definitely good for the sport.
Thomas takes the run down the left sideline, and he's out of bounds with 14 seconds left. Marcus LaFrance made the play defensively. This was a 14-7 game at halftime, and Virginia Tech dominates the third quarter. Takes advantage of Middle Tennessee mistakes and will improve to 2-0. On the ground again with 10 seconds to go. That's Thomas. And the clock will wind out. Justin Fuente's team improves to 2-0 on the season. Hokies are now undefeated under Fuente when they hold opponents under 17 points. Eddie, they've done that in each of the first two games. The Tar Heels last Friday and the Blue Raiders today.
Yeah, Justin Hamilton's done a heck of a job with this defense. Got to give him a lot of credit. Those defensive backs have been playing well.